So a lot of people are talking about what happened with Ilhan Omar at a town hall she had where some guy came and had like a pen with some liquid in it, and people thought it was like something bad like acid or a bad chemical or something, and come to find out it was just something that smelled bad, so it wasn't anything toxic. But still, a lot of people are talking about it, and you're seeing a lot of questions just as to like, was this guy really out to get her? Because it or was this just scripted and staged? Because it is kind of like, the way Ilhan reacted, she didn't say, oh, someone just sprayed something on me, I don't know what this is, let me go get checked out. She's just acted like, she was like, oh no, we're not leaving because that's what they want. And she's just kind of confronted the guy who got tackled on the ground, and she finished her speech. And hey, it was okay for people to have their conspiracy theories about the Trump assassination attempts. It was okay for people to say he's just doing that to get votes. So there are some valid points to be made. But as a former journalist myself for Examiner.com, I've been to town halls and I've been to meetings and public events with senators and congressmen and mayors, and I even saw presidents a couple times. I saw Obama and Bush. So I've been to events where it's like a town hall. And the whole thing about this whole story that just seems odd to me is that, like, normally for events like that, where if a politician doing a town hall, usually the first couple of rows of seats are their staffers and party leaders, party figures, things like that. You might see the vice chair for the Democrat Party in Wake County, or a certain county or whatever. You'll see party people at the town hall, and and that's normal. And the whole thing about this guy in particular, the biggest red flag for me is that this guy was in the first seat. He was in the first seat, first row, close to her. And if this guy's intentions are to attack her, is this how they organize these things based on the many political events I've been to in my career? Just how they organize it, that it just seems off to me that someone like that would be able to get the first seat in the first row. Normally that would go to a staffer, or again, other people associated with the party, not just some random guy with bad intentions. So to me, that raises the biggest red flag of this could possibly be staged, and Ilhan could be doing this to just get publicity and sympathy, dealing with all the stuff going on in Minnesota right now, and it makes her look good because she can say she stood up to him and kept talking. And Theodore Roosevelt once had something like that happen, where he was giving a campaign speech and a guy actually shot him, and he got up and kept talking. So it makes her look good as a politician, and people say politics is theater anyway. So personally, I'm not going to say it's staged. I'm not going to say it actually happened, but that it does raise a huge red flag for me from a common sense perspective of, why is this guy in the front row? Unless they just somehow just didn't think to have her people there. And I've been to events with moderated conversations where some of them they might be first come first serve, and you might only have a couple people with them. Like I saw Ro Khanna talk at Duke University several months ago, and that seemed like a first come first serve event, but you couldn't get that close to him to spray something on him until afterwards, and I didn't see too many staff members there. But this event was in North Carolina, and Ro Khanna represents the district near Silicon Valley in California. This isn't a home state meeting. This was a moderated conversation. So yeah, I think it does raise some red flags that he had such a close seat. So who knows? So yeah, I just wanted to get my take out there. And yeah.